Welcome, everybody, to another episode of On My Bull. Once again, I'm your boy, John J., and with me, as always, is the great D Snow from the Go. Holla at him, Snow.
Hey, y'all know what time it is. It's On My Bull, and we in the house. It's time to talk about them Bulls, them cardiac Bulls, man, the bad news Bulls, man. How you been, Jay?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. My man, my favorite time of the week is on my Bull Day. We can get into this bull-ish shit.
Yeah, feels me.
But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, please take a moment, drop a like, subscribe, hit us with a comment, share, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know whenever we upload some new content. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll definitely appreciate the help with this.
Big facts.
But let's go ahead and jump right into this action. The Bulls, they finally did the unthinkable. They beat a sub 500 team.
Finally got that get back on the Magic.
they got the Magic tonight. Bulls win. Take a line from Stacey King. Beep beep. Drive home safely. Chicago.
Hey, I mean, let's start. You know how they say, give me the good news or the bad news? One do you want first? So let's start with the good news.
Yeah, the good news since it just happened. It's fresh.
What a great win for our Bulls today. Man, we played well from beginning to end. We don't see that a lot from Chicago Bulls. From tip-off to the end of the game, we played solid. Our big three carried us tonight like none other, man. It was nothing like seeing the big three do their jobs. Zach and DeMar with 32 apiece. I mean, Boots chipping in with 27. They carried us like they're supposed to. If we can get that type of play out of those guys every game, we would be what we were supposed to be. I mean, it's a shame that we're so inconsistent right now and that we can't find that consistency we need to be a top-tier team. But, I mean, tonight we showed it. And, yes, it was against a low-tier team. It was against the Magic. But the Magic have been beating some really good teams this season. They have a really good record against good teams, including us.
Let me jump in because I know you said that's a low tier team, but that's the problem. We beating the good teams. It's the low teams that we having an issue with. So
it's about time.
This was a great win.
It's about time, man.
I don't care who it was against.
It's about time. This was anything you could do, I could do better night for me because I mean the way Zach and DeMar played off each other, it was sweet to watch, man. They just played ball. Zach was playing out of his mind. I mean, it's nice to see those guys going full tilt. Zach playing, like he's not afraid of the injury anymore. And I mean, and right now to tear that Vucevic is on, we got to give that man some props because we were ready to ship him out of town. And for the last 5 to 10 games, man, he has been stellar. I mean, what you think about tonight's win?
No doubt. I'll probably say even longer than that for Vooch. He's been balling. But it was a strong win. Like you say, the big three carried us. Not a huge bench production. But Vooch, 26 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks.
And another Pat Williams site.
Pat Williams.
Yeah, is that you, Pat?
Yeah. He had a nice little breakaway dunk.
Man, flying from three.
16 and 6, a couple threes tonight, a block, a steal. Pat was a plus 14 out there. And
nice to see Pat step up and play ball, man.
Zach with his 32, he was a plus 24.
One thing I saw tonight that really encouraged me, when Pat hit a couple of those shots and they called a timeout when he was on his way to the sideline, first person greeting him was Kobe White. Chest bumping, and I love to see the young guys getting after each other. It shouldn't always be the older players saying, go get him. It's nice to see the young guys round each other up too, and that was nice to see that.
Yeah, no doubt. And those two guys, they were cool before the NBA.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember draft night when we got Pat. Kobe was right there.
They both ACC guys.
They both North Carolina guys.
I didn't know that. Okay. Because I know Pat went to Florida State, but I didn't know where he's from originally. Okay.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina. So
didn't know that.
They had a little relationship. They seen each other through, on the way up.
Okay.
But yeah, I like it. I like the energy I seen. late scare, which has been one of our problems. We've been playing good to start these games,
Got a little
first half
sketchy.
leads, and we've been blowing leads, and it got close. But shout out to our boys for pulling away in the fourth quarter. And
yeah, great defense down the stretch. Yeah, great defense down the stretch. Caruso did his thing. He's always right in the scrum of things with a nice play here and there. And then just great hot shooting. I said again, I mean, DeMar DeRozan was 5 for 5 from 3 tonight.
Five.
Man, and they were all strokes. They wasn't bad looking shots. All of them were dropping. Give me 5.
I got 5 on it.
It was nice seeing him and Zach doing their thing, man. And it looked like they were having fun. The Bulls actually looked like a team that was having fun tonight. And then, like you said, we didn't get any bench production. The starters just, man, carried us all the way, and we need that some nights. This is what we need to depend on heavy, is that's our starters.
Yeah. Good game back for Dragic, though. 7 and 5 assists. First game back. So shout out to him. But, yeah, big three. Big three played like a big three.
Yeah. I'm wondering is those trade rumors bothering Drummond.
Maybe. Maybe that's a hot rumor. He may be on the outs.
Yeah.
But just real quick, our big three combined for 90.
Oh, I'm sorry. Drummond didn't even play tonight. He didn't have any minutes. Ooh.
Our big
that
three
might be something to watch.
The big three combined for 90 points.
That's a win. If our big three can give us 90, we winning, bro. Let's keep it 100. That's a win every time if they can give us 90. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
But since you prefaced it, we'll go ahead and jump into that next. Andre Drummond is rumored to be potentially on the move. It's one of the guys that keeps coming up in reports is saying that the Bulls may be willing to part with him. I've also seen Caruso's name mentioned, but a heavy price tag. So that means they're willing to part, but they don't really want to part. I think they asking for like 2 first-round draft picks for Caruso.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
So yeah, real quick, talk about that. Trade deadline coming up. Do you think Drummond goes?
From what I saw tonight, I believe so. I mean, why would we not play him at all? 0 minutes, a DNP for a guy that we both feel like could start some nights. There were times we were ready to sit Vooch for him during the season. We've seen him have some great spurts, but maybe it's him and Billy aren't clicking. Something's going on there that we don't know because Drummond isn't getting his. We're both old enough to remember Drummond was commanded a big contract not even 5 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
at all.
I mean, he got shipped to Detroit. We were all wondering what was going to happen next, and then it just hasn't been the same. And I think he just needs the right situation and a chance, man. I don't think he's lost his game. I don't think he's getting the opportunity to be the guy he could be. And sometimes it's just not a good fit. And the only thing we can do as fans is just, watch on the sideline and hope for the best because we don't know. But seeing a DNP under his name, I mean, that's pretty tough, to see that from that guy, especially when we both know that he can't help. But I think he's on his way out. I think we outpriced Caruso on purpose. I think that's what that's about. We do like Caruso, especially with the new Lonzo Ball news. Again, we're hearing he's nowhere near coming back. It might be time to move on from Lonzo Ball. Something I would hate to do, something I hate to say out loud. But, I mean, at this point, we're on season 2, and at this point, we can't let go of the most valuable guard we have right now. I mean, yes, we all love the Sumo. We love DeMar DeRozan. We love Zach. Those guys do their thing. But when it comes to point guard play, defense, Caruso gives us a lot. And we can't just give that up. And I think that's why they're overpricing him. Because they say, hey, let him go. You're going to pay for it. And I love it. But, yeah, besides that, I don't think anybody else is going anywhere. I think everybody else is going to stay. I think Kobe White has really been playing well until tonight. 0 for 5, 0 for 3. That's kind of a shock. But I think that trade deadline is starting to get under people's skin a little bit. People are starting to worry about it. Because, I mean, Kobe has been playing well. To go from, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5 to 6 to 0 5, that's like a super weird turnaround, But, I mean, some people, the trade rumors bother them a little more than others. And, but I think the 2 names we're hearing are the only names that really might make something happen. And because Caruso is a hot name from what we're both hearing. So we'll see.
Yeah, a lot of teams like Caruso.
We see why though. Come on, we know why. Yeah, he brings something to your team. He brings something to your team, no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. He would look great in like Milwaukee or something. Like, man, you know.
No, I won't say that.
He said, "Don't help out the center."
Don't even put that energy out there. Don't put that energy out there. Him and Grayson Allen, don't put that out there.
No, you know he room to be on the move too. So they said, "Don't put that atmosphere."
I wish I had some sage to burn or something.
I'm sorry, bro. I love basketball, man. If we gonna let, hey, you know me.
The devil is a liar.
For the last month and a half, I'm the guy that's been saying, "Hey, look, we're not going nowhere. Let's see if we got a chance to get big. Let's see if we can get in the Wembanyama sweepstakes."
Yeah, but I don't think we can possibly get in those sweepstakes, but I do think changes definitely need to be made.
Yeah.
See, the thing that's so frustrating is we're in every game.
Yeah.
I mean, we losing games that we up by double digits at the half. I mean, that's what's so mind-numbing. This team is capable of competing with anybody. Is
it time to start looking back at Billy again? Because we got off his back. We got off his back and we let him breathe. But is it time to come back around to, okay, Billy, what are we doing here? You know?
Yeah, why not? I'm not a fan of Billy's ability to make adjustments. And not only that, when we going on these cold spells and blowing these big leads, just try some stuff, throw some shit to the wind and see what sticks, or to the wall and see what sticks. Let's play Dalen Terry. Let's play Marko Simonovic.
Yeah.
Even though he's trash, throw Tony Bradley out there for the hell of it.
Bunch of DMPs, man. DMPs. These guys not even getting off the bench.
He's running these 8-9 man playoff rotations, and we not even there. Let's see what we got in the rest of these guys. Karalik Jones, and I mean, like, what the hell? Come on, Billy. Try some of this stuff. Andrew, like you said, Andre Drummond with a DNP tonight. Now, we didn't need him tonight, but that matters.
And you're taking rhythm out of a guy's game. Come on. How you going to go whole games without playing guys? These guys need rhythm so they can be available. You can't just expect the guy to not play for 2-3 games to come out there and give you what he needs. So I think the rotations need to be it shouldn't be this tight in this early in the season. You know?
Exactly. Spread that out. Even if it's just to give your guys a break. Like you say, it shouldn't be this tight this early. You're supposed to narrow that down once you get to like March, April. But I'm wondering if the Andre Drummond thing, I keep wanting to call him DeAndre. I don't know why. But I'm wondering if the Drummond thing is something we not seeing. Is he a bad practice guy, or is he not giving it his all? Did he piss Billy off some sort of way? I don't know what it is, but
yeah, something's not right there. And we'll never know.
Answers. We need answers.
But if you remember in Cleveland, his numbers weren't the biggest either. I mean, he really didn't do a lot in Cleveland, so maybe he's not interested as interested as he used to be. Maybe he's not dialing in like he needs to be, because we all know he has the talent. He has the skills. He should be at least a double guy with blocks a game, at least. That's what I see him as. I think you do too.
Early in the season, I mean, I know he's never really been much of a shot blocker, so I don't really expect that. But yeah, the double early in the season, he was giving us 10 and 10, and that's what you expect from this guy. So I don't know what's going on. He's down to like 6 points a game, a career low.
Yeah, something's going on. As we've seen with Billy, it's like if you get in the doghouse with him, you're cooked. We've seen this. Yeah. This ain't the first time we've seen this movie. He runs his team like a college team, and I think that's going to be what's going to end up getting him fired eventually, because we're not going to ever get over this hump. Like, if you notice, and it seems like it's only certain people, because DeMar seemed like he has his way. Zach seemed like he has his way. Nobody tells Boots, go out there and shoot 0 for 6 from 3 some nights, So it's like, are you selective with who you're putting that deaf ear on? Like, we got to figure out what's going on, Billy.
Maybe it's that, or maybe it's, that's his big three, his top highest paid players. He probably don't want to say none of them because they got more job security than he do. You
know what I would love to see the Bulls do? What I see on a lot of teams' benches, we need a couple of veteran players as coaches out there, man. Like, I love seeing the Sam Cassells and all those guys on these sidelines, guys that already played the game that can maybe get in these guys' ears. And Billy doesn't really have a lot of that on our team. We got a couple of guys, but nobody that I think has that name or that face that matters to these guys.
Just the old Chicago, and I'm blanking on his name right now. The former point guard from Chicago. He's an assistant coach right now.
I know Griffin was with us. Is he gone now?
Mo Cheeks.
Mo Cheeks. Yeah, come on, Mo Cheeks. Mo Cheeks been doing this since what, the 80s? Like, come on, man. Bring some fresh meat and some fresh youth in there. You know what I mean?
And as far as Adrian Griffin, no, he's gone. He's been a hot head coaching candidate the last few years. In fact, he was a candidate, I want to say, when we got Billy. But yeah, he that's another good.
Might need some more guidance in there, man. Another head or somebody to tell, just because, I mean, at this point, let's be honest here. And just be honest with me. Like, okay, even if the Bulls end up having a decent season, we might be fifth, fourth, maybe, if we have a great season to end. If not, we're going to be hovering around that 8 to 10. And yes, that's relevancy, but it's about getting better. We're going backwards, And sometimes you need to shake some things up. They gave the man an extension, so that means he's not going anywhere. So why not bring in a couple of coaches under? We've seen it happen before. Let's do what it takes to help enrich our team and make us better. I don't want to see us go back.
Yeah, no doubt. And then just going back to something you said a little bit earlier about Lonzo and it being time to give up on him. I agree, but it's going to be hard to just give up on him because no one's going to take that contract. He's still got 2 more years left on it, so you ain't got no choice but to wait on him. But meanwhile, we do need to replace him. That's probably priority number one trade deadline. We need a real floor general. And I've been preaching all season about a interior defense. We just played a team today that's got a girth of talent in that spot, and I've been saying it, and I'll keep saying it. I would be trying to poach Mo Bamba from that roster. Did he even play today?
I didn't see him play at all. I don't think he played. DMP probably saving him because of the trade deadline. You don't want those guys that are go out there and get hurt like we saw what happened with OG. OG was on OG Anunoby. He was on the block. I saw people been talking about, and then boom, now that so.
Mo Bamba is a name that him and the Bulls were close. They were in talks this past offseason. So maybe they can get something back going with that.
I just wonder, can he plug in and fit? I like his game. He just hasn't played enough. Will we have to get him up to speed? And would him and Billy mix? And we're going to bring in another guy that's just going to DMP. We got enough of that going on as it is. So
that's a good point. But, I mean, we need interior defense.
Yeah. And we need youth. We need more youth.
Yeah, that too. And we need a point guard, man. I would love to get a Fred VanVleet. I don't know if they can swing that with the contract.
Yeah,
that'll be a tough sell. But we need a floor general, and we need somebody that can knock down some open threes.
Spencer Dinwiddie. I would love to bring him back. I wish we wouldn't have never let him go. I don't think he's happy in Dallas. That would be, man, if we can spend something there, Spencer Dinwiddie would fit in well with our team. Seriously.
I like Dinwiddie. I like Duncan Robinson. I've said his name a couple times, although he's not really a point guard.
Yeah, he's a shooter.
He's the shooter, the kind of shooter that we need. VanVleet. Somebody. We need some offense. We need some 3-point production, and we need a playmaker.
Little infusion.
Yeah. Somebody that could slow down the game, slow down the pace of games. Like I said, we could play with anybody. We win in these games in the first half most of the time. But when they start to get out of body, we need somebody that can just slow down the pace and get everybody back in line.
Yeah, because DeMar did it for us today, but we need somebody off that pick and roll that can hit that 3 out top. Mm-hmm. DeMar's not going to go 5 for 5 every game. We need a solid point guard that can play that pick and roll with us. Because Caruso is off and on with that. Ayo the same. We really don't have anybody. Let's throw another name out there again. Can we get D-Rose? Like, is there a chance can we pry him away? Like, this guy is DMP. Like, I just don't get it, man. He has something left in the tank. I think he can give us 20 minutes a game. I mean, he messed around and could get in there. I think he would be a great fit for our team, and he's unselfish. He would actually play the point guard.
Yeah, I agree. Derrick Rose would be a good fit, perfect timing where we need him. it's a hard trade to make though, because he's making a nice little salary.
Yeah, we talked about that last
episode.
You'd
have to give up somebody, and who would you give up for him?
Dragic. There you go. I know you like Dragic. You know, I was just thinking of somebody whose money was kind of close.
Yeah. But I don't even know. I don't think his money is anywhere close. But Dragic has been putting together a good season.
He's not a bad player. I just threw out a name. Yeah.
I don't know if the Knicks are willing to buy out D Rose. I don't know if he's a candidate. That would be the perfect scenario, is if he got bought out and then we can bring him in on a.
I think the only reason why he's still there is because of Tibbs. Him and Tibbs, it's got to be. He's got to be helping. He's got to be helping coach along.
Tibbs has been helping him find a trade partner, but the problem is they can't find a trade partner because it's contract.
Wow. He's going to have to knock some of that money out.
They said Tibbs has been working on him to find a good place.
I mean, and the problem is Derrick Rose is rich without his contract. So he needs to find out a way to make that happen. Because Adidas has him set for life at this point. He doesn't even need the NBA contract, you know?
Yeah, but I ain't going to tell somebody to
bypass. I ain't gonna tell you to
bypass your money. I think he getting like $15 million for the year. I ain't gonna tell you to turn around.
That ain't no small change.
But I agree. I'm with you. I like D Rose. I tell you another one is Cam Reddish. I heard a report that they willing to move on from him for 2 second rounders. I'm making that now.
We get that.
I'm making that move right now.
Hopefully we see something shake up in the next couple of weeks, man. We're rooting for it, and hopefully that's what we get, because we deserve. If we're going to continue to stay relevant and we're going to push for the playoffs, we need something else. We can't just go with what we have and think that this is going to be enough. It's not this year. So
absolutely, but we need some type of leadership quality, and I'm with you. D Rose will bring that. D Rose come in and be the starter. Hey, he can start.
That's the package. Yeah, D Rose, Spencer Dinwiddie, or Cam Reddish, man.
You say 20 minutes, I'd be happy to get 15 a night from D Rose. 15 minutes.
Because it's going to be powerful 15 minutes. And imagine him coming out on that floor in Chicago. Oh, man, the energy. The energy in the crowd. Oh, that would my God.
Someone backing him up.
It would be nice.
Yeah, I'm with that. And then if and when Lonzo does come back, D Rose can go right back into the reserve role, which he's shown to be comfortable in.
We really don't have a solid starter at point guard right now. D Rose could slide into that spot and then make it easier for those other guys to come off the bench and play their roles. That would be a good move. Yeah,
Io has been our starter all season, and no disrespect to Io. I love Io, but he's not a starting point guard right now. He's a high energy guy. But you bring him off the bench and he can change up things. Look, I would love to see him relieve Derrick Rose.
And I think a lot of people forget that Derrick Rose is a true point guard. He turned into a scoring point guard. But if you ask him, he'd love to get his guys in the game. That's the type of point guard he is.
He didn't want to be the scorer.
He didn't want to be a scorer. He wants to be a point guard. He's a great – I watched him in high school carry that team to championships being a point guard. And I hate seeing the injuries that happen, but I think he deserves one more shot. In Minnesota, he got that shot. I thought it was going to propel him. And then the New York thing kind of went downhill, but – I would love for him to get that last chance with us. Seriously, I think he does still have a little something left in the tank.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, come on, let's get the D Rose to Chicago.
Let's put it in the atmosphere, man. We've been putting it out there for the last few months. Come on, man.
You put that bullshit Caruso to Milwaukee out there. D Rose to Chicago.
Insider news.
Let's put
Caruso traded.
I got on my Zach jersey today. I should have put on my D Rose jersey. But yeah, something's got to give. The team is too good to be going through this. I would keep the big three because, like I say, they in every single game. We just got to figure out how to close these damn games.
They're gelling, too. They're starting to play well together. We've been seeing all three of them putting up decent numbers together every night.
Yeah, no doubt. So, hopefully, they can get things going. With today's win, they back into the number 10 spot, tied with the Pacers, although the Pacers beat us the last game. But we still in this thing, man, as bad as it looks. A game and a half out of 8. There's no reason why we can't get this.
Facts.
But something has to be done and improvements need to be made. We can't just sit on our hands and rest on our laurels. You got to make a move. So come on, Acme.
Show us why they bought you in, bro.
We pointing at you.
Show us why they bought you in, bro. Let's see you make some moves. Let's see it.
Yeah. So and with all that being said, man, just hopefully these Bulls can turn the corner and keep it going. But before we get out of here, I'm gonna give a quick little look ahead to next week's schedule.
Okay.
We keep talking about a winning streak. I'm not gonna say it this week. We just hope that we can keep our head above water. But coming up Tuesday the 31st, we host the Clippers. Then on Thursday, we host the Hornets. We owe them. On Saturday, we host the Portland Trail Blazers. So rough one with the Clippers, but should be a winnable week. I expect us to do great against the Clippers because they're a winning team, and that's who we show up against. But so hopefully we'll have a good week for these Bulls next week. The start of a 4-game home trip, or not trip, home stand. Mm-hmm. Before we go out on a nasty little short road trip. So we got to get these wins in because that following week we go to Memphis, Brooklyn, and Cleveland. That's trouble.
It's gonna get ugly.
Man, what am I saying? We should win those games. Those games we're gonna sweep.
I mean, right now we're 4 games out of the 6th spot. I mean, we're not far behind. It's not like we're falling off a cliff. It's just we got to start to put together wins. There's no reason why we lose by 20 points to the Charlotte Hornets. Come on.
That's like so embarrassing.
That was very embarrassing to lose like that. And we got to turn those around. Even if we lose, it needs to be close. I can't see us, but it seems like as soon as we think we're turning the corner, we're finding a balance, and we're finally starting to play with, some type of aggression and going in the right direction, we always fall. So we have, and the thing that just like I know, it's trends. If we don't fix these trends will continue to be this way all season long and going to the playoffs. So we have to fix these things now. It's still early enough to fix the mistakes and get the team in better order. And like we both said, I mean, a little shakeup won't hurt, not only from Billy, but from Acton.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So, ladies and gentlemen, hop in these comments. Tell us what you think the Bulls are going to do next week. Tell us what you there you go. Tell us what you want to see done by the trade deadline, what type of moves you think they need to make, or if they need to stand pat, which I don't agree with.
Yeah.
But let us know. Tell us how you feel, ladies and gentlemen.
Please.
And from us here at the On My Bull podcast, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. And we out. Peace.
Southside, stand up. Stay warm, Chi-Town. Go Bulls.
Yes, sir. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment.
Support the boys. Number love for y'all, Chicago.
Yes, sir. We love you.